Good morning, everyone. It's C.139 days, and it's summer's here. But wait, Thanksgiving first to Saba and Mauritius, and Saba and Saint Maarten, and then Rainbow in December, January will be Mauritius in the eastern part of Africa and the Indian Ocean. Anyway, so it's a Wednesday. Is again week is running by so fast, and it's already autumn or fall, and it's gloomy. It's chilly, and life has been moving on, similar to the plants or the seedlings that we have been growing and germinating. Here's some update. So the first, let's look at the one that we have been exposing to UVC sanitizing one, which I don't use, alright, because this is carcinogenic. Now here is the experimental one. Alright, so you'll notice that this has been growing kind of like stretching itself, right? Okay, stunted growth, but the roots are still intact, similar to the one we call it the control group. This is the one that has not been exposed to the magic one. Call it the magic one, which is the arc level, the UVC light sanitizing. All classroom science has this, but I don't use it. I still use the traditional wipes, alright, to sanitize against COVID. Anyway, here is that's the experimental group, right? And has been, this is 2 weeks now. Jog my memory. I should put a date like this one, but anyway, this is almost two weeks now. Alright, so this is growing very well. This mung bean seeds not exposed, this one is exposed. Alright, so that is has been affected. Our question was, what was the question? Right, there you go. The question was, how does exposure to UVC light, ultraviolet, affect the growth of the mung bean? So obviously it's not helping, it's given, right? Don't expose your skin to this radiation, alright, ice, and then continuous or regular exposure could alter, alright, your cells, particularly skin, causing cancer. Alright, this one, another one is this has been up here since September 6th. So today, one more day, and this month is over. September 29th. Right, so this is an experimental group, the red group, and the control is the blue group. So this has been exposed previously to extra light during the first 4 days of germination period, right here. Alright, and the other one has not been exposed or was not exposed to extra light, and that's the control, and this is heat. That's the control setup. So students use it to hide their notebooks, right? I don't even know. Alright, so you notice that there is a pretty much dramatic difference in terms of the rooting system. So this that has been exposed to light prior to setting this up like this, because this has been exposed, but now it's not, but just a regular light for both. But this one has been altered because this has been exposed to extra light during the first 4 days of germination. In other words, before they were put up here, so they were in that box with light, right? But this one is not. So incidentally, during the initial transfer of location and setup, this was growing fairly well, and this was not growing as fast as this one, but this one looks greener and more root system is better as compared to this one, right? But basically they're both growing. Actually, one of my students commented on this that it looks like the Amazon rainforest. He was referring to the root system. All right, so that's the two. So the newest one is this. All right, so these are different seeds. So these are wheat seeds, and eventually now they're growing as wheatgrass. So, and the story goes, right? So this is all about this. So the question is, how does darkness and moisture during the first 3 days of germination affect the later growth of the wheat seeds? So this was set up back in 924, just last week, but it's amazingly growing. What the students did, so this belonged to different students, different periods. So they transferred this into an aluminum made foil pot with potting soil. Yeah, so the potting soil that we use is this. It has the following ingredients. Yeah, look at that. This is commercial soil, and it's pretty clean though. And so this is after 4 days of germination. They wrap the seeds with paper towel. In fact, I'm reusing the towel. With a paper towel, they put 10 seeds here, and then to avoid evaporation, so they wrap it with a cling wrap, okay, plastic wrap, and then they cover it with paper, and then they let it germinate for 2 days, and then they selected the 4 best and they planted them here. Right, so these has been exposed in darkness. Now they are in their later life and they are germinating still. These are the wheat grasses. So yeah, these are wheat grass. So, and they can grow as tall as about a ruler, and then you can just simply cut it off and mix it with your jumbo juice or shakes, right? One of the power foods. So this is another setup. So this is the one that well, I ran out of this container, so we ended up putting it in here, but different, but the same setup. So you will notice that they are growing nicely. These are wheatgrass, right? So started from a wheat seed. When they are germinating just like a grass, they're called the wheatgrass. This is the one that we mix with our shakes. So here we have jamba juice. When you order, let's say for example, a mango shake, they ask you, do you want a wheatgrass? So yeah, you add for $1. Yeah, this is one of the superfood. So this one has not been exposed to darkness, totally bright light. This is separated. I am covering it because of I saw there's some flies around. I don't want them to lay their eggs here, and also to capture the moisture. All right, so here you will notice that this has been growing well. Yeah, growing fast. So a little bit more, you can cut the tip, the green, and grind it, osterize it, and mix it with your shakes, okay, or foods. All right, yeah, so here is one investigation. Right, these are the wheat grasses. Oh, by the way, so the initial growth of the grass like leaves of the wheat grass is good for a gluten-free diet, okay, but eventually this is for, you know, making flour. So but as they grow, it becomes glutenized. So if you have a dietary restriction when it comes to gluten-free foods, so the first maybe the first maybe 5 inches. So this is good for gluten-free diet. But as they grow older and older, then they accumulate gluten. It's no more good, right? Again, so this is the exposure to UVC. This is extra light, and the other one is this one. Yeah, this is the wheatgrass investigation. All right. And so there are 2 seedlings here, the mung bean and the wheatgrass, and they're really fast growing seeds. Behind, of course, the powder blue dwarf gourami. They have their names in every period. Students gave them. Period 1, Rick and Morty. I have a cheat here. Period 5, they call it Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry. And then period 1, Brian and Kevin. And then period 6, Bryce and Duckling. Oh no, period 5, Bryson duckling. Oh no, period 6. Yeah, it's pretty amazing, huh? How they tag each individual species. Anyway, so here, yeah, so another one. Oh, okay, I put water in this sleeping, I would say sleeping giant. So these are the snails that has been over, I would say, hibernating. So this has been here since May. No, actually it's April 2002, and well, apparently snails can undergo hibernation. They call it estivation. All right, they can sleep for 5 months or a year without knowing they're still alive. So when you see snails on the road or whatnot that's dry, that look dead, they're not actually dead. They're living, snoozing, hibernating. Right? They're dead if you see the flesh up. So this is the chili pepper, okay, that I started growing back in June 2021 before I flew to the Seychelles, right? But they're still surviving. They don't grow much because they are in a small container, but the one at home, it's pretty growing well. Yeah, so semi-hydroponics. All right, okay, again, this is the Asian kangkong, all right, Asian spinach, and this is just a plant that my colleague gave me. They're growing. All right, so it's a Wednesday, lovely. It's pretty chilly outside, but counting days. Soon in person, I'm gone. Okay, to the other parts of the world, going to the smallest island in the Caribbean, Saba. I can only go there through St. Maarten. So, they're open, but hopefully, the COVID, okay, incidents, okay, becomes better and better. All right, it's like we ain't go anywhere. We have to wear that mask. Anyway, right? And by the end of December, you're gonna be in Mauritius. All right, that's gonna be during the Crimbo holiday. Right, bye for now. Keep that smile. All right, once again, traveling is not arriving to a new destination. It is looking at the world in a different perspective. Keep that smile, and the world will smile at you. Cheers. Be safe. Bye, and God bless everybody.